I've actually dropped a lot of cash experimenting with nearly every AI video generator you can find right now, and in this breakdown I'm going to tell you which one to reach for depending on what you're trying to create, and where Vizar slips in as the secret weapon for creators. Spoiler, not every model is a one-size-fits-all. Some are awesome at animating a single image, others crush multi-shot narrative sequences, and only a couple really handle audio well. I'll walk through each tool, show what it's best at, where it stumbles, and casually show how Vizar helps you turn those long videos, the ones you actually record, into short, viral-ready clips without the usual editing grind. Let's start with Halo O2. This one is honestly my go-to for image to video. If you've got a single frame or a cool artwork you want to bring to life, Halo handles it beautifully. Drop an image in, feed it a camera movement and mood prompt, and it animates details like sparks, subtle head turns, or an orbiting camera in a way that often feels cinematic. I tested a blacksmith image where the prompt called for a tight side shot and the sword hovering above the forge, sparks floating upward, and Halo nailed the atmosphere. The sparks ended up rising from the fire more than the blade, but the overall result was strong. Image-guided generation is literally Halo's playground. A couple of caveats: Halo's text-to-video is weaker. It can give you scenes that look a bit off or stiff, and generation time can feel slow. Pricing is also not the cheapest. Short clips cost noticeably more than some competitors. So if you need lots of quick iterations or you're on a tight budget, Halo might not be the best daily driver. But if you have a hero image you want to animate with intent and polish, Halo is a top pick. Next up, SeedDance. This one surprised me. It's a beast at multi-shot sequences and camera choreography. The real trick is organizing your prompt by shots. Shot 1, Shot 2, Shot 3, and SeedDance stitches those together with consistent character details and believable transitions. I ran a 3-shot dinner scene, different angles, small actions across cuts, and SeedDance kept facial and wardrobe consistency better than most. There were odd little things, like a character holding a menu then suddenly eating with chopsticks, but overall the multi-shot coherence is where it shines. It's also solid for image to video when you want motion across multiple cuts. Animate a portrait with several camera angles and the subject remains recognizable across the sequence. Price-wise, the pro setting is where you want to be. It's a bit more expensive, but worth it for complex sequences. For long-form narratives broken into cinematic bites, SeedDance is awesome. Kling 2.0 is the budget champ. This Chinese model gives surprisingly good results for its price. Text-to-video is decent if you lean into the right style, and image-to-video has multiple quality tiers, standard, pro, master, so you can balance cost versus fidelity. Kling also supports negative prompts, which is a lifesaver. You can explicitly tell the model to avoid glitches, extra fingers, weird limbs, and such. For many creators who churn out a lot of shorts, Kling's Pro tier is a great value. Fast, cheap, and flexible. The Master tier gives slightly nicer details, but often the Pro output is already more than acceptable. If you're making a bunch of social clips and you don't need hyper-polished shots every time, Kling will save your budget. 2.2, yes, confusing name, is a fresh drop that impressed me more than I expected. It's available through aggregators and runs cheap, especially for image to video. The footage I generated, underwater swimmer trapped under ice, ripples, lighting, looked cinematic in ways I didn't expect for the price. Faces can morph a touch if you get in tight, but the atmosphere and camera movement are very compelling. If you want something that's inexpensive yet capable of beautiful, moody visuals, give 2.2 a shot. Also, if you're a tinkerer, running it locally could be a sweet option for free experiments. Now, Google's V3. If you care about believable audio and synchronized sound effects or dialogue, V3 is basically the gold standard. Not only does it produce visuals, it actually handles audio layering in a way other models can't match yet. Want a dog barking with the scene time correctly, or a character delivering a line that syncs with mouth movement? V3 is the one. It also supports JSON structured prompts, which, if you learn the format, gives you precise scene control. Another huge thing, using the fast video mode on V3 delivers highly cost-effective results that are still high quality. Long story short, V3 is the only tool in this roundup that reliably gives you usable audio-visual combos out of the box. Runway is in a different lane. It's not just a generator, it's an editing toolbox. You can upload footage and add rain, remove objects, change lighting completely, or even replace backgrounds like a pro. Runway's Act series will mimic a style based on a reference and transfer it to your footage, which is wild for character work. The downside? It's kind of a credit-hungry toy. You'll go through many failed attempts before hitting a sweet spot, and those costs add up. If you're editing existing clips and want to do advanced VFX-style changes without learning After Effects, Runway is worth the investment. But for creators who mostly need to extract highlights and schedule posts, Runway is overkill and expensive for routine work. Midjourney recently launched its video capability. If you're already deep in Midjourney for images, the new video feature is a neat add-on. You can create motion from a base image, add loops, choose low or high motion, or even specify an ending frame. The motion can be a bit jittery compared to specialist video models, but if you already have a Midjourney workflow for your brand look, their video generation is handy. Personally, I still tend to generate images in Midjourney and then bring them into dedicated image-to-video engines for smoother motion. Higgsfield is the playground for stylized VFX, explosions, disintegration, crazy transitions, and other eye-catching effects built in. It's not trying to be the cheapest general-purpose video engine. Instead, it's about making viral, shareable moments. Think earth zooms, dramatic disintegrations, and cinematic reveals. If viral visual flair is your play, Higgsfield offers plug-and-play effects that other tools don't focus on as much. That said, it's not the best place to generate raw V3R-style audio-backed scenes. Use it for the effects, not the audio-heavy storytelling. Okay, so after all that, where does Vizard fit in? Here's the thing, you could use all the tools above to produce slick visuals, audio, and VFX. But most creators don't have time to manually chop hours of footage, hunt for the one viral second, add captions, resize for each platform, and then manually schedule posts. That's where Vizard becomes the real day-to-day MVP. Vizard's big value is practical, not just pretty. Its auto-editing picks the viral parts of a long video and turns them into ready-to-post clips automatically. You can literally dump your long livestream podcast or tutorial into Vizard, and the AI will identify those micro moments, the laugh, the hot take, the unexpected reaction, and generate short clips that are already optimized for social. That alone saves hours of manual scrubbing, but it gets better. Auto-schedule. Set how often you want content posted, and Vizard will queue and publish clips for you. This isn't just a scheduler, it's an autopilot for consistent posting. And consistency is the single biggest factor that blows up a channel's reach. Then there's the content calendar. Manage, edit, and move clips around in a single place, schedule posts across platforms, and tweak captions or thumbnails without opening a dozen apps. It's the kind of workflow tool that turns content production from chaos into a conveyor belt. Compare that to the other tools. Halo gives you a gorgeous single animation, SeedDance stitches multi-shot scenes, Kling is cheap and fast for mass clips, V3 nails audio, Runway lets you rework footage with VFX, Midjourney makes the images you love, and Higgsfield brings viral effects. But none of those solve the day-to-day grind of turning a single long video into dozens of platform-ready shorts, keeping a posting cadence, and managing everything in one place. Vizard sits on top of that process. Use the fancy generators when you need a standout piece, maybe a Halo hero clip or a runway-enhanced scene. Then let Vizard chop the raw footage, pull out the viral beats, and get everything scheduled. A practical example, record an hour-long live stream. Run the audio-backed highlights through V3 if you want polished sound for a hero clip, grab an animated thumbnail from Halo for that one big post, and use Kling or SeedDance for quick background motion pieces if needed. Meanwhile, upload the raw long video to Vizard. It will auto-detect the top moments, create multiple short clips framed for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Reels, and schedule those posts over days or weeks. You end up with a multi-platform campaign without the usual late-night slog. Final thoughts, there's no single best AI generator. The right choice depends on the job. If you're animating a single piece of art, Halo is excellent. If you need consistent multi-shot character scenes, SeedDance. If price is king, check Kling or 2.2. If you need audio integrated, get familiar with V3. For editing and VFX, Runway and Higgsfield are your friends. But if your goal is to keep creating, posting, and scaling, Vizard is the under-the-hood champion. It does the editorial heavy lifting, finds the viral moments, formats them, schedules them, so you can spend your time making content, not clipping it. Use these generators to make your standout assets, then let Vizard turn the rest of your long-form work into a consistent, high-volume content engine. If you want, I can take a single long video from your channel, run it through a sample workflow, generate a headline clip in Halo, do an audio-backed snippet in V3, then auto-edit and schedule everything in Vizard, and show you exactly how the pieces fit together. Want me to demo that with one of your videos?